welcome to the stream. I mean, a lot of the animals aren't actually dinosaurs. So you're not wrong. I mean, this isn't a dinosaur. This isn't a dinosaur. That's definitely not a dinosaur. Not a dinosaur. Not a dinosaur. Is a dinosaur. But doesn't know she is. I think Alpha Slayer thinks she's a big cat. Or a big dog. That murders Alpha. And I don't know what this is, but it is not a dinosaur. I don't think so. I guess I should name her. And now we have a new friend. Come on, new friend. I think this one is holding the baby shadow manes that I'm supposed to be selling. But yeah, right now I'm just waiting for, oh, they're online. Just gonna move the unit over here, because she's currently blocking a lot of space over there where I need to let these out. Mudkip cannot carry me. Now we can. Just gonna put Mudkip on the roof. Hi, welcome to the stream. I totally didn't just put Mudkip on the roof. I have a lot. No, not the berry bush seeds. Shouldn't need any of this right now. I think they want the pink one. Yep, they want the pink one. Oh, I have a pink and red? Or no, it's purple and red. Okay, there's like the pink one and the blue one. Purple and red. As much as I'm like not a huge fan of yellow, the black and yellow one looks great. Possibly. Also possibly. Okay, so they want this one for sure, which is actually a good choice for a male because the other two they picked out were females, which was this blue one and the pink one. I do actually like this orange and black male, and I might end up keeping it. I want the green one now. And the purple one. Pink, blue, green, purple, and red.
Howdy doody neighbor.
Welcome.
Wow, I'm flying.
I'll explain after this person's done.
Are you selling?
Yep.
Are you streaming Uno?
No.
Okay. Because it said why Uno? Why does the butt hate you so much? And meanwhile you're playing Ark. I don't know if they take anything else.
I guess I'll throw in the black female for free, because they didn't pick one.
Reach 5-star. Oh, that one. No, that's hard. Oh.
Okay, there we go. That's 6 of them that I just sold. Well, I sold 5 and gave 1 away. Because usually I'll throw in an extra one if they spend 100K. They're all picked back up now.
I'm looking at the trophies on the Jurassic World museum.
Mm-hmm.
I never have my reputation on the science, entertainment and security, I never had a mask. Like to the maximum point.
I don't know if I have either.
Oh.
I wonder if they're gonna want these signs and foundations back.
Can I have them?
Sure. Okay, so my day starts off with I didn't sleep very well. I had went to lay down around 4 or something in the morning after streaming for 2 hours. Then I get woken up before 9, but I didn't end up falling asleep until probably after 6 a.m. because I was laying down and a bag got moved in my room, and I jumped up and looked around. I couldn't find anything. It could have just fallen, but I didn't sleep very well because of it. Then I get up, I go in there, I take my PS4 in the living room because we were told they were coming in the house to work on like the plumbing. Your mic is echoing a lot.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what to do. Do you hear yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, we had a weird discussion in Discord about, basically about death and different religions and stuff. I don't even... I think what started it is I was talking about ghosts. But it went on for a while, and then eventually I fell asleep. Yeah, I take my stuff in the living room. I set up my PS4 in there because we were supposed to have people come in and work on any of the pipes that weren't draining. But then when they get here to work on the septic, they say they only work on septics. They do not do any work on the pipes in your house. So we would have to talk to the main contractor about that, and he didn't show up today. And he's not answering the phone. But I decided to play Ark for a little bit because I knew one of the admins now does a free Paint Fridays thing where basically each person that shows up gets one animal painted for free, but he picks the color scheme. Today was red and black, so I figured, okay, I can go either get one of my blue Ferox painted red and black, or I can go get a lizard or a goat, whatever I feel like having painted today. But he didn't end up doing it yet, so I'll probably do that later tonight. But then I switched over to Sims, started working on my sim. I was supposed to make a frog man. partway through that, we actually had to have someone go get us food because we were, well, at least I was not awake long enough to make food before they got here, and they went pretty fast when they first got here, because by the time I had actually gotten out of bed, they were minutes away from crushing the old septic tank. So we couldn't run any water unless it's in either a sink that has a plug in it, or in some kind of container that's not gonna drain down the sink, because they have to work on it. And there's nothing for it to drain into. So we couldn't rinse any dishes or really make any food. So we had to have someone go get us food. Then I took a break from Sims. Still had it on because I was in the middle of making my Sim, but I took a break to eat. By the time I finished making the Sim, my PS4 was too hot, so I had to turn it off. And then I walked over to the table because I was going to build a Lego set. As soon as I walk over there, someone turns on the TV. The person who's using this TV keeps it too loud because they can't hear it, and if you talk and you talk over the TV, they will turn it up so they can't hear you, or so you'll shut up. So by this point it was already about noon, or just before noon. So I gave up. Picked up all of my stuff, which I had my desk chair, my PS4, my Switch, a box of stuff that has Parks and Recreation DVDs, Minecraft, controller, lotion, chargers, and then I had another box that had one of my partially built Lego sets in it. But I had to drag that all back in here. And I had 2 Lego sets in there because I had planned to stay in there all day. But I don't want to get in an argument over the TV. So I just came back in here. My plan was, okay, I'm tired and I'm cold, even though I'm fully dressed. So I'm gonna lay down for like 10 minutes and then I'll get up, I'll finish my soda, and I'll clean off my table and set my PS4 back up. Because I didn't want to hook it back up till I had the table clean, because my table was a disaster. And I knew if I didn't clean the table first, it wasn't getting clean. I ended up falling asleep. I slept till almost 4 o'clock. And the only reason I woke up is someone opened my door asking what I wanted for dinner. So I have a horrible headache from barely sleeping last night and then sleeping for like 4 hours in an uncomfortable position because the way I was laying, I was not planning on going to sleep. And part of it is probably just stress too. But during all of this time, at some point, now, you would understand if someone is replacing your septic tank. They have to crush the old one because they can't just leave it there, but they also can't remove it. They have to crush it and then rebury it. So you would understand that while they are putting in the new septic tank and running pipes, you cannot run water unless your water is not draining down the sink or not flushing the toilet, you know. This man comes outside and yells, "So I can't flush my toilet or brush my teeth, but I live here too?" Did he think we could? then, now, he has done nothing but complain about this. And, I mean, you'll hear me complain about it sometimes because the contractor shows up without telling anybody, and we have dogs, and our dogs do bite if they feel threatened. But I'm not going to complain about the work that they're doing because we didn't pay for this. My grandma got help from the government to pay for this. So she didn't have to. Because she couldn't afford it. And the government's telling her you can't move back into the house until the septic's replaced because it's so messed up already. And this is not a cheap thing. And they did the one that has the sprinkler system, so it's more expensive. But they did that so they wouldn't have to replace it again. But after they finish, now he's had all day to come out there and see what they were doing. And he got his COVID test again today and he's negative. But he's had all day to come out there and see what they're doing. And after they finish, he comes out there and says, so this is where the sprinklers are? They put them where I was going to have to put a driveway. We have a driveway. He wanted to put a big, like, circle driveway through the yard that we don't need. That is going to cost a ridiculous amount of money to have put in. And we know he's not going to do it himself. Then, now, his wife is still in the hospital fighting for her life from COVID. He just tested negative, and he's talking to the freaking neighbor when neither one of them's wearing a mask. And they're not 6 feet apart. And we don't know what he was saying, but one of them was looking out the window, and it looks like he was yelling and making hand gestures towards the house. So likely either complaining about where they put the sprinklers or just complaining about us in general. And he had said that he wasn't going to move in the house. Or that, well, we couldn't all live here. Which, basically, the main problems with all of us living here, there are enough bedrooms. But even when we go get my uncle, there are enough bedrooms for everyone. The problem is, the master bedroom and bathroom are not finished because we didn't finish them because we're not using, well, we do need that bathroom and it's mostly finished, but we haven't finished the master bedroom because we're not using it. The foundation needs fixed, and right now it's being used as a storage room. But that's the only bedroom that is currently not can't really have anyone living in it at the moment, because it does need some work, and it needs more work than the other bedrooms did. But aside from that, the main problems are he can't smoke in the house, and he knows it if he comes over here. He's never gonna feel comfortable living here with us because he's uncomfortable around us. I stayed in the trailer with them for like 2 days when we first got here while they were cleaning the house, because the house still needed cleaned and stuff because it had never been properly cleaned after the flood. So I stayed in the trailer for 2 days. This man, I walked out of the room I was staying in and went to the kitchen. He was standing in his chair like he was gonna like he got up to go to the kitchen. He waits till I get out of the kitchen, because I walked back to the room after I got my orange juice, and then I walked, or maybe I don't know, but I walked in the kitchen for something, and then I walked back out of the room into the bathroom to go brush my teeth, and he's in the kitchen. But he didn't want to go in the kitchen while I was in there. He literally waited till I left the kitchen. And he didn't speak to me the whole time. So, well, it was 2 or 3 days. It might have been 3 days. But the point is, basically, after that happened, I was like, yeah, I'm not comfortable here anymore. And it also was really bad with cigarette smoke smell, which is awful if you're not a smoker. I think for most people that smoke, they just don't notice it, but if you don't smoke, it is horrible. And then the only time he has spoken to me in like 5 years was one day when he said thank you for carrying the groceries up to their porch. Nothing else. Just thank you. At least he said thank you. But that's literally like the only time he's spoken to me in like 5 years. And then the other day, there was like I said, there was a comment made that we couldn't all live in here. They also have 2 little dogs that bite, and Oreo is very aggressive towards other animals. But Oreo would be fine outside in a kennel if we could find him a kennel that he can't break. Which we actually know where to get one now. It's like $300. So I have to save up for a little while to go get it. But the problem with their dogs is the first time one of their little dogs growls at one of us or bites one of us, we have 3 little dogs that will defend us. And they're gonna get in a fight with my grandparents' dogs, and either my Chiweeni's gonna have a heart attack because he's a little old man, or one of their dogs is gonna have a heart attack because they're both old and already have health issues when they start fighting. And then my uncle has a dog that is 17 years old. He's a little old man He's got, his face is all gray now. And he's younger than the beagle was, but he, for a while, looked in worse shape. Yeah, a big problem is my uncle's dog is old, he's grumpy, he doesn't want people messing with him, he doesn't want other animals around him. But he could stay in my uncle's room or stay outside in the front fence for a little while when our dogs are loose. And I don't think his dog would attack either of our females. He might get in a fight with the male though, because they've never met each other. And he used to fight with the beagle all the time. But yeah, there's the problem that he would be uncomfortable with us. He would not be able to smoke in the house. He wouldn't be able to yell at my grandma as much. Because he knows one of us is going to tell him off. Or actually fight him. Or call the cops on him. So he doesn't want to move in with us here, and we don't really have anywhere else to go right now. And there's probably going to be quite a bit of fighting at some point, because we are supposed to go get... Sorry, had to yawn. We are supposed to go get my uncle soon, but we've already made it clear that my cousin can't come back here with us. And his mom told him he can't come back there either. I don't either, especially considering some of the stuff we found out he said. He, while he was up there, he apparently started a bunch of drama. He was saying that he was God, and he told his mom that her grandparents were the devil, or worshipped the devil, and he knew this because he was God. It's all an act to keep from going to prison. But what he doesn't realize is when he sees a therapist, they're gonna know that it's fake. Because he's already seen one once, and they said that a lot of it was fake. And now, okay, so I have partially explained this. He thinks he's a genius, but he is not nearly as smart as he thinks he is. And I'm sure if any of my family sees this, they're going to agree with me right now. He has a plan. He can't get a job because now he has a criminal record and hasn't had his last court date to decide what they're going to do. So he says he's using my uncle's ID and all of his information to go get him a job. His mom literally told him, "You better not, because if you do, I'm reporting you."
Yeah, and then that's he's gonna put him in a feral prison. Using people's information.
Yeah. Because then that would be that on top of the 3 charges he was already going to court for.
Wait. Who's gonna do that feral prison prison?
And then, now, just for context here, I believe that you don't have to be related to someone by blood for them to be your family, and I'm pretty sure almost everyone in my family would agree this. But for some people, there is a difference. Hi, welcome to the stream. One of my cousins was basically adopted by my aunt. He has no blood relation to anyone in our family. But he's been in a part of our family since he was 7 years old. So to him, our grandma is his grandma too. I'm on a server. Like, you can join the server. But the one who is related to her by blood says, and now this is the one that says he's a god, or that says he is God, asks his mom if her mom is dead yet while she's in the hospital fighting for her life. His stepbrother heard this. He hadn't heard it before. He heard it on the phone when his mom was telling someone else that it happened. And he said he better not act like that again, or he's going down there. And I'm going with him to help. I'm going to teach him a lesson. Whether it's talking to him or actually fighting him. Yeah, we're playing on a server. I don't invite people that I haven't known very long to my tribe because a lot of people just troll streamers. I mean, you're just not in the tribe because you haven't made a character after the server wipe. You made one after the first server wipe, not after this one. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, his mom, his stepdad, and all of his siblings said he can't come back there. They don't want him back there with them right now, with the way he's been acting. And I don't blame them. I don't want him here with us either. This is a person who literally came in my room one day when he was living with us. And he was talking to me. He came and got some candy that I had in my room, and he was talking to me. And when I start talking to him about something, he says, "Well, I guess I'm gonna go now. I was only in here because I was avoiding my girlfriend." And also the same person who, after he got in a fight with someone else, and he got thrown out of our house, he told his sister that I apparently said I hated him, or something. And, when I went to their house on my birthday, now, at this time, it was 2016, so I would have been, this was my 20th birthday. He's 5 or 6 years older than me. I walk into their house to do something, because I decided against a birthday party that year. And I walk into their house on my birthday, and his sister tells him that it's my birthday. He looks at me, walks out of the room, and that's it. Never says anything. And then, like, didn't speak to me for several years. I still don't know that he's actually spoken to me since 2016. I don't think he has. And I don't know why he thought I hated him. I was not involved in that. While the fight was going on, I was in my room having a panic attack and trying to check on the dog because I heard the dog squeal and I thought someone kicked him. I didn't even know what had happened until after they were thrown out. All I knew is that everybody was fighting, and that I thought they had kicked, one of them had kicked the dog. I don't know. I have been told some ridiculous things he did as a kid. Like cutting an ear off of a cat. And again, this is still the same person who has wanted me to help build a time machine, wanted me to help summon a demon, and wanted me to mess with a Ouija board. And as I said last night, I am a person who believes pretty much anything is possible. So I'm not messing with no Ouija board, and I'm not helping you summon a demon. Mm-hmm. And my argument when we were talking about the time machine was that it is too much power for a person to have to be able to know their future or be able to change the past. Because that's where my stance on time, that's where I stand on time travel. You know? It's too much power. I mean, sure, it would be great to go back in time and stop terrible things from happening. But you also don't know what else is going to change with that. But yeah, it's been a crazy few days. A lot of drama, a lot of nonsense, a lot of yelling at people and arguing with people for no reason from other family members. Especially my grandpa. He apparently threw a fit last night because he had tried to make it where the doctors and nurses and everyone could only update him on my grandma's condition, but then he wasn't calling everybody explaining it. So everybody else called on their own when they found the numbers and talked to them themselves, which I don't personally see a problem with that. Why do you care if her kids are calling her or calling about her? Why does that matter to you? So he apparently threw a fit on the phone last night with my aunt, yelling about everyone calling, and that he guessed everyone can just do what they want to do now. And I mean, I get some of his concern and some of his problems, like his wife that he's been with for over 30 years is in the hospital fighting for her life, but that doesn't mean that you take everything out on your stepkids, especially when you're the one who let her sit there for days when she needed to go to the hospital and you didn't call an ambulance. And after your stepkids are telling you, call an ambulance, you still didn't do it. And then, when she finally gets to the hospital, you start telling your other stepkids that the ones that told you to call an ambulance told you not to call an ambulance. That's what's been happening. She had not slept in 3 or 4 days, and she had not eaten it in 2 or 3 days. And she was sitting on the couch, using the bathroom on herself, because she was not strong enough to get up and walk to the bathroom, and he wouldn't help her. And again, this is a person that she's been with for more than 30 years. And since she's been in the hospital, he has been complaining about her. The fact that she spends his money, that He accused us of getting money from her to pay our bills. Or stealing, either her giving us money or us stealing money from her. And I'm going to be honest, and right now this will probably be the only negative thing I will say about her. But we did have shared car insurance on 3 cars, and we were giving her the money to pay for our share of it. She let the insurance get canceled and didn't tell us for 2 months and took 2 payments. That was almost $400. And we didn't have car insurance for 2 months. Yet we're getting accused of getting money from them to pay our bills. But he doesn't know about this because she wouldn't tell him that we were on the car insurance too. That one of our cars was. Exactly. And we didn't know it. Because she told us it was getting paid. We even got the pink slip saying that it was getting canceled. And she told us they must have sent that before she paid it. But after we found out, we now have our own car insurance at a different company. Then again, he's saying that we're using their money to pay our bills. And back when we were first here, when they were having a hard time, they were borrowing money from me to pay for his cigarettes. Until I said that's enough. I'm not paying for cigarettes anymore. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I have made it very clear that I don't want to pay for other people's habits, especially when I don't do them myself, you know? And one of my cousins wanted everyone to buy him alcohol, the same cousin we've been talking about, and I said I wasn't doing it. So yeah, as far as we've heard, my grandma's actually doing better. She woke up yesterday. She was still kind of out of it because of all the medicine they've been giving her to keep her asleep. So they were trying to reduce the dosage on it or switch medicines. They have to have her hand strapped down though because she keeps trying to pull out the IV and the breathing tube. I don't think we've gotten the update on what's going on today, if there even is one. But yeah, it has been one very ridiculous day. And I had actually wanted to go to the store today because I need guinea pig food and sodas, but the air conditioner's broken in the car, so no one really wants to go today. So they're going early in the morning, which means I probably won't be able to go because I'm not going to want to get up early again. I have been woken up early almost every day this week. But yeah, like I said, very ridiculous day. And I'm very tired. I don't know if I'm gonna finish letting this. Yeah, I think I'll just cryopod her for a little while and come back and let her grow up later. I should have cryopotted this one sooner, but it's fine. I'll just have to give her a little extra element next time I go to breed her. Okay. See you later. Yeah, like I said, a lot of drama, a lot of nonsense. A lot of fighting and yelling for no reason. It's been a very stressful week, and I kind of just want to punch something. But at least my table's clean now. I had so much stuff on this table that I did not need here. I had like 5 or 6 pairs of headphones. There were Switch Joy-Cons everywhere. PS4 controllers everywhere. Hair bows everywhere. There was trash. Just random pieces of trash that I had forgotten over here. Bunch of nail glue, fake nails. Just a lot of stuff that didn't need to be here. Now it's clean though. Let's see. I have a power strip that everything plugs into. I have my little holder thing for Switch games, which I haven't used. I probably should, but right now they're just in the Switch case. Then the Switch itself, the PS4 itself, my speaker, 2 pairs of headphones, one that I use, a wireless pair that I use with my phone, and then the pair that I use for streaming. Both of my phones, my drink, hand sanitizer, chapstick, remote. It's still a lot of stuff, but it's not nearly as much as it was. Notepad, marker. Actually, it's not a marker, it's like a Sharpie pen. Instead of a Sharpie marker. And on the notepad is our ARC Don't Trade list. People we don't trade with anymore because they scammed us. found the saber-toothed hairpin that I need to take off of the hairpin and put on a necklace. That's over here. My camera. Lucky Kylo Ren action figure. That's still here. That's rarely ever not here anymore. Rainbow bracelet and Millennium Falcon keychain that I found last night that I forgot I bought. I paid like $4 for the thing and I forgot I bought it. So it was just in a drawer. Then my camera is just like upside down, pushed under my TV out of the way. So yeah, it's a lot cleaner than it was, at least. I have a few more things that'll probably move over here now that there's space. And technically, I could keep the hand sanitizer and chapstick on the shelf behind me instead of on the table. They're just more convenient here because I'm usually sitting here. Can't keep my drink over there because I don't have coasters and I don't want to mess up the shelf that I had just bought not that long ago. I need to get a new table if I'm not going to invest in an entertainment center. But right now, looking at it, the table is like at the most expensive. It's about $40–50, if that much. Entertainment center that's tall enough for my TV, that would be comfortable for me to sit here and watch it, and that has space for my Switch and my PlayStation, about $200 to $300. And the ones that I've looked at, I'm not even sure if they're wide enough for my TV stand because it's a very weird TV stand, like on the TV itself. Plus, I probably need a new TV. Mine is not working anymore again. I think I have to look up how to try to fix it. I did just realize that the volume flashing on mute on the side of the screen is fixed, finally. That's interesting. Hi, welcome to the stream. For like almost a month, I don't mute my TV because sometimes when I mute it, it won't unmute because of how messed up the volume is already. But for like a month, with it not being muted, it had the mute icon flashing on the side of the TV constantly. I just got so used to it that I was ignoring it. And I didn't even notice that it was gone until just now. So I don't know how long it's been gone. But I also haven't been watching TV very much because I can't get it to connect to the internet. I don't know if it's my broken router or if it's just the TV being stupid. Yep, TV. The server has, it's a cluster, so there's like almost every map owned by the same server owner, and they have a PvP one, but I just don't really do ARC PvP much, or at all, really. Hello, General Grievous. Are you enjoying your hat? I think she's still enjoying her hat. My glitchy character. It looks like she's barely wearing any clothes. There we go. Now it's fixed. Her hair is not, though. Her hair is terrifying. I think, for me, I've never really practiced Arc PvP, and it could be something fun to do for 1 or 2 streams, but I don't think I would want to build up a base and tame a bunch of animals on PvP when they're likely just gonna get killed, because I hate when that happens. I tamed a Packy the other day. I had it for not even 5 minutes, and when it got killed, I went on a rampage and killed everything. Kylo Ren helped, though. He helped kill everything. My poor Packy. It was a low level and it died to bugs. I also lost a lot of our shadow mains due to a glitchy floor in bed. Yeah, I don't have a ton of friends that play Arc. I mean, I've made more since I joined the server, but social anxiety is a big problem. I have a hard time talking to new people in a party chat, and it gets worse on stream because sometimes I'll just not talk for 5 or 10 minutes at a time, and then when I do talk, it's very little. I'm working on it. It's slowly getting better. I feel like it's definitely better now than it was back when I started streaming. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a hard thing to explain to a lot of people because a lot of people just don't seem to understand it. That I have a hard time talking to new people and they want me to join parties. It's just difficult. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end this stream here. I don't know what I'll be streaming on Twitch. Maybe Sims again, we'll see. But thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to anyone who's subscribed. Thank you. You too. And should be streaming on Twitch in a few minutes. Twitch is the same name. Not sure what I'm streaming. It should be like sometime in the next 10-15 minutes. I do have to go do something, and then I'm gonna check the item shop on Fortnite before I start a stream. But yeah, in case anyone doesn't make it or something comes up and I don't get to stream on Twitch, good night everybody, and I will try to see you guys tomorrow. I don't think I actually have a lot to do tomorrow. I do need to clean up my room because it's still kind of a disaster right now. But other than that, I don't think I really have anything else to do. So yeah, should be streaming tomorrow. Probably not Fortnite, probably Jedi Academy. Possibly trying to beat Jedi Academy. We'll see. I think I was told that it's still like 3 hours of gameplay left, so could happen. It could.